Hello students, hope you all are well. Let us start our next video on the basis of elements of accounts standard 11 part 2. The last video what I taught according to your textbook, that is chapter 3, which is called provisions and reserve. This is fully theoretical chapters and I explain in details and I tried in my level best to make you understand. Hope you are understanding and you are following. Today I will start the fourth chapter, that is called bills of exchange. It started from chapter page number 75. So open the page number 75 and let you know what is called bills of exchange. This is a totally practical based chapter. So many times the bills receivables and bills payables, these two word you might have heard and you have seen that one. Bills receivable is your assets and bills payables is your liability. What is called bills or what is called bills of exchange and how it is functioning in this business, that let you know. Several times I told you the businessmen, they are doing different type of transactions with different persons. Whenever the businessman is doing the cash transactions, that time after doing the transaction the businessman does not have any headache about the receiving of the money, the transactions which he has done. Cash transaction means then and there the businessman got the cash. But whenever the credit transaction takes place, that time the businessman has a doubt whether he will get the money in time or not. Sometimes the businessman cannot keep the faith on the person to whom he sold the goods. Sometimes some of the businessmen, those who are buying the goods, means creditors, they are not paying the money in time. Such cases, the businessman is taking the help of bills. Let you know that what is called bill and how many types of bills are there. This is bills of exchange. I am writing it here so that you can understand. Just a minute. Yes. Here. Bills of exchange. That there are two things are there in the bills of exchange. That is called bills of exchange. One is called the bills of exchange, another is called promissory notes. Here you will find out in your book page number 77, the point number 6, it is given meaning and definitions of the promissory note, meaning and definitions of the promissory note, and in page number 75 it is given the meaning and definitions of the bills of exchange. So two things we are getting. One is called the bills of exchange and is called promissory notes. The practical sums when you will do, that time you will not get the difference between these bills of exchange and promissory note. What practical sums we will do for the bills of exchange, same practical sums we will do for the promissory note. But there is a little difference between the bills of exchange and promissory note. But let you know, both are bill, but let you know first of all what is called bills. Suppose A sold goods to B on credit, rupees 10,000. A sold goods to B, you are A. A sold goods to B on credit, rupees 10,000. Now before selling the goods to B, A will think whether the B will pay the money or not. If he is a new customer, then you will have the more doubt. If he is a not new customer, old customer, even though the A may have doubt whether B will pay the money in time or not. Suppose a new customer, whenever it is coming to buy the goods on credit, that time the businessmen, they are not taking the risks. They are telling that I am ready to sell the goods to you, but you have to give me a bill, means a written documents. So bills means a written documents. What written documents? That A will promise that A will write that I will receive the money of rupees 10,000 as I sold the goods to you, and that money will be paid by B, and B has to sign. Here the written documents means a written documents where A and B both they have to sign, and that after signing this paper, government paper, that paper A will keep with him, and when that time is given to pay the money, that time if B is not paying the money, that time A can go to the court and file a case against B. This is called a written documents. Here definitions of this according to your textbook page number 75, you see the definitions. After that I will go in details slowly to the theoretical part, after that practical sides. Here what I want to tell you, the meaning and definitions of the bills of exchange. The definitions of the bills of exchange as per the Indian Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. Indian Negotiable Instrument Act was passed in the year of 1881. Like that, Companies Act was passed in the year of 1956. Similarly, Indian Negotiable Act Instrument Act, it was passed in the 1881. The date is most important, year is most important, it may help you. As it is given, a bills of exchange is an instrument. Instruments means that will help you to give the money or to get the money. Someone will give and someone will get. In written, it will be written, the containing an unconditional order. Malab, order will be given, but against that order no conditions will be given, that I will pay this money if you do that, like that, not like that. As I have given the example, A sold the goods to B, so B has to pay the money to A. This is the responsibility of B, that he has to pay the money to Mr. A. When B will pay the money to A, that time no conditions will be given. For that it is called the containing an unconditional order signed by the drawer. Drawer means who is drawing. Drawing means who is writing. So who will write? Generally, according to my example, Mr. A will write. So A will write in the bill that it should be mentioned, it will be written such things that the meaning of this written, that B will pay the money to A. Drawer means who is writing the bill. Generally, the seller is writing. Directing to a certain person. Certain person means जिसको goods बेचा. To pay a certain sum of money. The money how much B has to pay, that should be mentioned. Only at a specific time. When B will pay, that also will be mentioned. To a certain person, किसको payment करना है वो भी mention रहेगा. और according to his order, मैं किसी को बोल दूँ तो उसको पेमेंट कर तो उसको देना है, और टू द होल्डर ऑफ द इंस्ट्रूमेंट. This is the main definitions according to the Indian Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. If the definitions comes in your question and your board in your exam, then you have to write this bold letter, the definition. Once again, a bill of exchange is an instrument in written containing an unconditional order signed by the drawer directing a certain person to pay a certain sum of money only at a specified time to a certain person's or according to his order or to the holder of the instrument. Now, before telling you the characteristics of the bill on the page number 76 of your textbook, let you know the specimens for the bill, how it is written and what type of bill is there. This is a bill. This is a bill of rupees 10,000. See what is given it here. It is given it here for the value received by you. For the value received by you, matlab who is writing? According to my example, A is telling to B. Here in my example I told A sold goods to B on credit of rupees 10,000. A is telling to B that for the value received by you, matlab as I sold goods to you, and the value means goods you have taken from me. So as the value received by you, pay rupees 10,000 only to Ritesh or as per his order after 3 months from today. Today date is given 9/8/2016, and this is given who is writing the bill. His name is here, who is writing the bill, and this is to whom he is writing, to Sri Dhabal. So here it is given Mithmilan Society, Narangpur, Ahmedabad, date is this, and amount is 10,000. So to Sri Dhabal, Dhabal is the buyers and Kavas is the seller. Here it is given signature of the drawer. Drawer means who has written. Who has written? He is the seller. He has written the bill to whom? Sri Dhabal को. And धाबल का जोधपुर अहमदाबाद प्लेस का नाम होता है, बराबर. एंड धाबल आफ्टर दैट वन सेकेंड यू सी दैट ही इज दिस थिंग्स ही इज रिटन. व्हाट इज रिटन? फॉर द वैल्यू रिसीव्ड बाय यू पे रुपीज 10,000 ओनली टू रितेश. ये बोल देता है कि रितेश को पेमेंट करो. कौन बोल रहा है? कावेश. और एज पर इज ऑर्डर आफ्टर 3 months फ्रॉम टूडे. Today date is 9/8/2016, and this after reading this bill he will give to Dhabal, and Dhabal will sign it here. First he will sign it here. After that Dhabal will sign and Dhabal will give back to the Kavas. This is a specimens for the bill. And what is the characteristics of the bill? According to that definitions what I told you just now, on the basis of that characteristics we can tell it is written, not orally. अनकंडीशनल ऑर्डर, कोई कंडीशन नहीं रहेगा. स्पेसिफिक पर्सन्स, किसको पैसा देना है, दैट पर्सन शुड नेम शुड बी गिवन. इफ नेम इज नॉट गिवन दैट सेलर विल टेक द मनी. बिल एक्सेप्टर और अमाउंट रिसीवर, हु समबडी शुड एक्सेप्ट इट एंड समबडी विल रिसीव द मनी. मतलब 2 पर्सन्स रहेगा कम से कम बिल में. ऑर्डर फॉर द पेमेंट, पेमेंट के लिए ऑर्डर करना पड़ेगा. डेफिनिट अमाउंट शुड बी मेंशन. It is not that 2 amount or 3 amount or 2,000 or 3,000, not like specific amount. Clear date should be mentioned as the date is given. That definition durations, the definite durations, मतलब कितना month का बाद bill payment होगा. Here it is given 3 months from the today. So which date? 9/8/16 से 3 month का जो 3 month का बाद bill payment होगा. सिग्नेचर ऑफ द पर्सन्स, दोनों आदमी का सिग्नेचर होना चाहिए. रेवेन्यू स्टैम्प, अकॉर्डिंग टू द गवर्नमेंट रेवेन्यू स्टैम्प शुड बी देयर ऑन डिमांड और आफ्टर द स्पेसिफिक टाइम. जो टाइम मेंशन करेगा वो टाइम पे पेमेंट करना है. एक्सेप्टेंस ऑफ द बिल, बिल शुड बी एक्सेप्टेड बाय द बायर्स. दिस इज द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ द बिल. now the different parties of the bills of exchange. There are the 3 persons are involved in the bill. 1. Drawer. Drawer of the bill, generally seller. Second one, acceptor of the bill, that is called generally buyers, means purchaser. Or one is coming payee. Payee of the bill. Payee means receiver of money. There are the 3 persons are involved in the bills. One is the drawer of the bill, who is called seller, and is the acceptor of the bill, which is called the buyers or the purchasers, and the payee of the bill means receivers of the money. Question it is coming that seller will receive the money, seller also can receive the money, seller can be payee, and seller also can give the money to somebody else, or seller can mention the persons that who will receive the money. So payee, it may be the seller or it may be the different persons, but acceptor always should be the purchaser. So three persons are involved in this bill. This is a specimens for the bill what I told you. And the main things of the bills is coming, that is that from the above specimens of the bills of exchange, understand the details of the bills, the definite persons, amount, पास किसको कौन लिख रहा है, किसको ऊपर लिख रहा है, कितना अमाउंट है, कौन सा डेट पे है, कितना पीरियड के बाद पेमेंट करना है, सिग्नेचर होना चाहिए, रेवेन्यू स्टैम्प होना चाहिए. This is called the definitions of the bill. Once again I am telling you, there is a slight difference between the bill and the promissory note. Once again I want to tell you, the A sold goods to B, in this example if you take, then it will be very easy to understand for you who is writing the bill to whom. If A sold goods to B on credit of rupees 10,000, then in case of a bill, A will write the bill, and after signing, A will give the bill to B and B will accept it. Matlab B will accept to pay. A will give the order to B. In this bill it will be mentioned that A will give the order to B that you pay the money to Mr. C or to me, कोई भी persons को, और B वहाँ साइन करके, मतलब साइन करेगा मतलब एक्सेप्ट करके, that bill B will give this bill to A. That is called bill. Now you come to the promissory note. Sometimes it may happens that instead of writing the bill by A, that B is writing that I will pay the money, or I promise to pay the money to you as I have purchased the goods from you. Do you understand what I said? Sometimes it may written by the B also. If it is written by the B, then B will write that I will pay the money, or I promise to pay the money as I purchase the goods from you. That time, if buyers is writing the bill, that is called promissory note. If sellers is writing the bill, that is called bills of exchange. Here, promissory note means somebody is promising. What promising? That I will pay the money. What for? As I have purchased the goods from you. So generally, creditors is writing the bill, but creditors means who is the creditors? The generally creditors is writing the bill, who is the seller. Write to the bill, draw a bill on his debtors. Debtors मतलब जिसको goods बेचा, for receiving his due. Along with the bill, another document is also used for settling the accounts. This document is known as the promissory note. In a promissory note, a person who has to pay the money to the another person himself gives a written promise to pay the amount. This means a debtor himself gives a written promise to the creditors to pay the amount. This promise or the documents is known as the promissory note. The definitions of the promissory note it is given. A promissory note is an instrument in written conditions containing an unconditional order. A promissory note is an instrument, A भी instrument है, in written containing an unconditional order taking signed by the drawer to pay. यहाँ drawer कौन हो जाता है? यहाँ drawer हो जाता है Mr. B, to pay a certain sum of money only at a specific time to a certain persons or according to his order or the holding of the instrument. देखो बिल्स ऑफ एक्सचेंज और प्रॉमिसरी नोट में क्या फ़र्क हो गया. बिल्स ऑफ एक्सचेंज ए विल राइट एंड आफ्टर साइनिंग दैट विल बी गिवन टू द बी. A promissory note B will write and after writing B will give back to the A. This is called a promissory note. A, B, this is also characteristics of this promissory note. It should be written, it should be a certain amount, so mention should be there, the definite and clear, that one, that amount should be mentioned, the promise to pay, that somebody will promise to pay, the unconditional promise, drawer signature should be there, Period of time, the drawers मतलब देखो, the promissory note must be drawn by a definite person and the drawer must put his signature on it. मतलब who is the acceptor? He is the drawer here. Now period of that period and time, revenue stamp तो होगा ही, and by jointly भी हो सकता है. This is a payments for the promissory note. Rupees 12,000. I promise to pay. Who is promising? That buyers is promising. Buyers is promising that he will pay the money. I promise to pay the 12,000 only to Sanjay Bhai Patel. संजय भाई पटेल क्यों ना? संजय भाई पटेल के पास उसने गुड्स परचेस किया. और एज पर हिज ऑर्डर आफ्टर 2 months फ्रॉम द टुडे फॉर द वैल्यू रिसीव्ड. संजय भाई को दिया. और यहाँ सुरेश भाई प्रॉमिस कर रहा है. सुरेश भाई इज द बायर्स, संजय भाई इज द सेलर्स. Here it is given I promise to pay and here it is given for the value received by you. तो in case of a bill की याद रखना है, in case of a bill seller is written, buyers and sellers दोनों को साइन रहेगा. और in case of a promissory note the buyers is written and buyers का सिग्नेचर रख के सेलर को पेमेंट कर मतलब बिल्स दे देगा. और seller will keep this bill and when the time will come to get the money, that time if he is not paying, then he can go to the court. This is the things. Inside it is given the definite person's date, amount, period, signature and revenue stamp. It will be there. Now theoretical part still little more is given. The difference between the bills of exchange and promissory note. I already told you the point of view, the what is called the bill and what is called the promissory note. Even if you find out that point of view, the order or the promise, one is the order, another one is the promise. बिल्स ऑफ एक्सचेंज जो ऑर्डर दे रहा है और प्रॉमिसरी नोट में प्रॉमिस कर रहा है. हु ड्रॉ एंड टू हुम. बिल्स ऑफ एक्सचेंज में सेलर ड्रॉ कर रहा है, प्रॉमिसरी नोट में बायर्स ड्रॉ कर रहा है. मतलब ड्रॉ मतलब रिटर्न. पार्टीज, देयर आर द जनरली 3 parties are mentioned and there are generally 2 parties are mentioned here. नीड फॉर एक्सेप्टेंस, इसको एक्सेप्टेंस करने का ज़रूरत होगा. इसको एक्सेप्ट करके ही वापस देता है. बिकॉज बिल्स ऑफ एक्सचेंज में ए लिखता है, बाद में बी को पास भेज देता है, बी साइन करके वो एक्सेप्ट करके ए को पास भेजेगा. बट इन केस ऑफ ए प्रॉमिसरी नोट देयर इज नो नीड टू एक्सेप्टेंस बिकॉज इट इज़ रिटन बाय द, इट इज़ प्रॉमिस्ड बाय द मिस्टर बी एंड साइनिंग ही इज़ गिविंग इट बैक. रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ द पेमेंट, पेमेंट के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी हो जाएगा मिस्टर बी का. यह भी मिस्टर बी ऑलरेडी प्रॉमिस करके देगा. डेज ऑफ ग्रेस, दैट आई विल टेल यू हाउ टू कैलकुलेट द डेज ऑफ ग्रेस. मतलब इफ इट इज़ गिवन 2 months, सो आफ्टर 2 months 3 more days will be given. ग्रेस मतलब होता है ग्रेस एज यू आर गेटिंग द ग्रेस मार्क फॉर मेकिंग द पास मार्क. हेयर ऑल्सो suppose it is 2 months is given, so when 2 months will complete, after that 3 days extra will be given, that is called days of grace. That how to calculate I will tell you. That dishonour was matlab sometime it may happen that when the particular person is told to pay, but that when the time comes, that time he may not pay. It's called dishonour. Accommodation of the bills and the conditions also it is given. So let you know slowly how to calculate the grace day. Next point is coming, how to calculate days of grace. Grace days, how many days you will get when? 3 days. Suppose a bill it is written on 1/5/20 for 2 months of rupees 10,000. So let you know when the how to calculate the grace days and when the due date will come to pay the money. What is given? When particular person is promised to pay the 1/5/20. Suppose date of transaction is 1st May 2020 and who has written the bill? that A has written a bill to B. Who is the seller? A is the seller, B is the buyers. मतलब 5000. So A sold goods to B. A is the seller, B is the buyers, and date of transaction it is given 1st of May, and amount will be paid. B accepted it, and B has given the bill back to A. When 1/5 first. Now I will calculate 1st May 20 say 2 months. This is month, so we will add here 2 months. 2 months if we add, then I will get 1st of July 2020. But for 1st July 2020 is not a due date. After that, Mr. B will get 3 days extra time to pay the money. So 3 days extra grace, GRACE. This 3 days, that means 4th July 2020, that will be the due date. You have to calculate how to find out the due date. This is the way to calculate the due date. So whatever that period is given in the bill, which date, when you will calculate, when the particular person is accepting from that date to the how many time is given, that one. Suppose one more example I am taking. It is given date of transactions. Suppose date of transactions is given 1st January 2020. Written of the bill. Suppose written of the bill, it is 2nd January 2020. Acceptance. Acceptance of the bill, suppose 3rd January 2020. Period. Suppose 3 months. Amount, suppose 12,000. Now what is given it is here? It is given date of transaction is 1st January. But 1st January bill is not written. A has not written the bill on 1st January. Bill written is 2nd January. 2nd January लिखने के बाद A has given the bill to Mr. B on 3rd January. मेरा यहाँ वो एक डेट एक्सटेंड किया, कभी कोई भी डेट हो सकता है. 3rd January बिल एक्सेप्टेड, जो दिन पे बिल एक्सेप्ट हो रहा है वो दिन से काउंट करना है 3 मंथ. करेक्ट. सो आई विल कैलकुलेट हाउ टू कैलकुलेट. इट इज कैलकुलेट acceptance of the date, acceptance of the bill, that is on 3rd January 20. Now 3 months, so we will add 3 months and 3 days, 3 days extra he will get. So it will be that 6th of April 2020. 6th April 2020 will be the due date. Understands what I said you? One more thing you keep in mind, this is how to calculate the due date. When I will do the practical sums, that time I will go in details how to calculate the due date and how we will get the grace date. डेज का साथ 3 दिन ग्रेस. सपोज कभी कभी ऐसा हुआ ग्रेस का साथ 3 दिन ऐड करने के बाद आपको डेट आता है 15 अगस्त. सपोज 15 अगस्त आपको डेट आ गया तो 15 अगस्त इज द हॉलीडे. सो बिफोर दैट one more day is called 14 August will be the due date. Suppose if it is coming 2nd October, so it will come 1st of October. कोई नेशनल हॉलीडे पे ड्यू डेट हो जाता है तो सपोज आफ्टर कैलकुलेशन करके ड्यू डेट 15 अगस्त में आ गया. 15 अगस्त की 2nd जनवरी 26 जनवरी की 2nd अक्टूबर गांधी जयंती, 26 जनवरी रिपब्लिक डे, 15 अगस्त स्वाधीनता दिवस. सो ये सब दिन पे आपको ड्यू डेट कैलकुलेशन करके आ जाएगा तो उसका अगले का दिन प्रीवियस डे विल बी द ड्यू डेट. इफ इट इज कमिंग ऑन 15 अक्टूबर व्हेन डेट दिस ड्यू डेट इफ इट इज कमिंग ऑन 15 अगस्त देन 14 अगस्त विल बी द ड्यू डेट. इफ दिस इज कमिंग ऑन 2nd अक्टूबर देन 1st अक्टूबर. इफ इट इज कमिंग 26 जनवरी देन इट विल बी द 25th ऑफ जनवरी. सो नेशनल हॉलीडे आ जाएगा तो वो दिन पे ड्यू डेट नहीं होगा, उसका एक दिन पहले ड्यू डेट होगा. This is the theoretical part about the bills of exchange I told you, and I tried in my level best to make you understand. In your textbook, the page number 75 to you will read in details the page number 83. Page number 75 to page number 83, once or twice you go through all these points, you will get the full idea about the theoretical part of the bills. And the next video I will teach you how the practical sums are to be done. So hope you are understanding. Okay, all the best. Bye.